What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Rosh Reviews, where today we are finally doing one of the ultimate Aussie battles I've been planning for a while. We've got a cammed VESS over here, manual, and over here we've got the XR6 Turbo, tuned, it's boosted, and this is manual as well. The battle of the Aussie icons is going to happen today, guys, so who's going to come out on top? Now, these two cars, guys, are really quite similar. They're both large four-door sedans, both rear-wheel drive. These are both six-speed manuals, and they both even weigh roughly the same weight, about 1.7 ton each. And even from factory when these came out, they had about the same power. So this V8 was pushing about 270 kilowatts and about 530 newton meters, and this inline-six turbo Barra was pushing about the same. So these both have had a bit of money put into them. This VE is sitting now at about 457 rear-wheel horsepower. It's a wicked sound. And over here on this inline-six turbo Barra, it's had some money thrown at it as well. Now, both of these cars are available at NextRide, so again, a huge thank you for them for loaning us these vehicles today to test for us. They're for sale, link is in the description below. We actually don't have a dyno sheet for this one, but as per the ad, it's got plenty of power. Let's have a listen to these things, though. Alrighty, guys. Woo! Starting off in this VESS, guys. This thing, it's cammed, it's got an X-Force exhaust, manual. Oh, just listen to the note. It is how you want this car to be. Just the smiles, guys, and this is what Australia does best. Just big V8 up front, NA power, rear wheel drive with a manual. Man, for street cars, it is hard to bloody beat these things. And look, guys, you know my channel, I'm a Barra boy, big fan guy here, so we are going to be getting into that XR6 Turbo very shortly. And yeah, I don't know which one I'm going to prefer, because lumpy V8, manual, the noise of these things, it is something special. It really is. And you know, you just, oh, the torque. Just pick a gear, listen to the thing roar. Oh, yes. The V has always been a little bit of an unloved child, because the VZ was so damn good in HSV form, and then when they came out with the VF, again, just all-time highs. So the V is kind of like the middle child, and it does sometimes get picked on. This thing, though, all you gotta do, drop it into second, give it a squirt, and traction control lights up. You gotta love them. Yep, they can get squirrely, these things, real easy, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. This particular one, even on the interior, it does have a couple little upgrades. It's got GTS seats in here. I think even just the dash up here is from a GTS as well, with the little pod gauges up front. Now, Commodores are one of those vehicles that are just well and truly disrespected among 90% of the car community, and especially, you know, outside of Australia, somebody looking at this thing, unless you're American, you're really probably not gonna like this thing. You're gonna think it's big, stupid, and slow. I guarantee you, 99% of all haters of one of these vehicles though, they get in the driver's seat of a well-done one, they are gonna change their tune so bloody quick, because you just cannot be miserable in one of these things. You know, behind the wheel of a well-done SS with a manual, great exhaust, you can't be unhappy. Now, used prices on an SS VE, you're gonna be looking around that 25 to 35, 40 grand mark for a really nice one. So they definitely have gone up. You know, you used to be able to pick cars like this up for like 15 grand. The days are gone. They're basically doubled that now. And I don't really feel like they're gonna go down anytime soon. Maybe if the whole economy crashes, which is probably incoming, but these cars are forever gonna hold value because just how mechanical, how fun they are, and how no other manufacturer anymore seems to make them. And I think if you can find the right one with low Ks in nice shape, 30 to 35 grand isn't a bad price. And again, this one is for sale at NextRide, guys. So again, link is down below for them. They're always getting fun performance cars, which I'm always taking out and testing. So if you're in the market for something, go click their link down below, have a look. They are a great group of guys. Yeah, in terms of handling, these things aren't anything special. And, you know, you can put some coilovers in these things and it will help a lot, but they're still a big, heavy car. They're a boat, no getting around it. But at the end of the day, when you got a motor like this, makes noises like this, got a great transmission like this, you don't care. You don't. Alright guys, so 0 to 100 here. I'm actually not sure what this is claimed at, but we're gonna find out. I would assume with this kind of power, we're gonna be around 5 seconds, hopefully. So here we go. And yeah, even in second, I think that was starting to skip a little bit for traction, but my goodness, they ain't slow. I think I gripped up pretty reasonably there, so it's gonna be interesting to see what the time was. Let's have a look. Now, 0 to 100 was done in 5.2 seconds, and look, I know we did go downhill a little bit there, but we're on a backcountry road. It's basically as flat as I could find, and still, we were spinning the wheels a little bit there, and 5.2, man, I am actually impressed. I was thinking it was gonna be more like mid-5s. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with that, and that's what I thought this thing's gonna get. You know, 457 rear wheel horsepower. That is a bloody healthy amount for an NA motor. Not bad. All right, guys, I'm just gonna stop the video here for a quick second because I wanna let you guys know about this new product called Clip Mod. And this thing, it just simply attaches to your phone, and the quality of pictures and videos you're gonna be able to get with this thing now is just totally changed the game. So me being a content creator, filming a lot of cars, you know, this thing is really gonna change the game in terms of what I can do with just my smartphone. And fun fact, guys, we actually shot about 90% of this video today with just this iPhone and the Clip Mod. So this thing actually works. It's clipmod.com. The link is in the description. And if you guys are gonna go ahead and order one, put in Ross15, you're gonna get yourself 15% off. So let's get back into this comparison. All right, now in this XR6 Turbo, my goodness, as per what the ad says, I think it's got plenty of power. Wow. That turbo, which I believe is a precision upgraded turbo. Jeez, it makes some noises, man. This thing sounds like a jet taking off. If I'm being honest, I would say this thing is probably closer to like 400 kilowatts than 400 something horsepower. And I'm talking rear wheel because, yeah, I've been in a few of these things and man, this one feels really healthy. Yep. The bum dyno approves that this has plenty of power. 100%. Now it's really cool because the FG and the VE, they came out around the same time, and you know, they had basically on paper the same amount of power. So, you know, 270 kilowatts and around that 530 Newton meters. And they both have 6-speed manuals, they're both rear-wheel drive, both big 4-door boats of machines here. And they kind of got their own element between them. You know, the inline 6 with the turbo, it is just a tuner's wet dream. You know, this is the Aussie 2J. It's better than an RB in my mind, and just 4 liters, guys. The thing is massive, and you can get these to do stupid numbers on a stock block, no problem. And look, guys, just pulling on this road again. It's like, it feels like so much power that the wheels actually don't know what they're doing. You know, it's just, wow. And it is addictive, you know, just to hear that stu-tu-tu, like every time you change gears in a manual one. Look, these could have came in as ZF 6-speed as well in these Fords, and they are probably the preferred gearbox to get if you want to have just downright speed, because you can tune those boxes. You know, they're really quick to shift, they're good, they're reliable, they handle the power. These manuals, I really do love them as well. I do. You know, especially in the FG onwards, they got an upgrade. I believe these are TR60 boxes, and you know, they just feel beefier, meatier, and they're just a nice shifting box. It's personal preference, but the ZF is definitely the quicker one to have. And look, on the interior of these things, they are basic as basic gets. It's plain Jane in here, but these are cheap cars, and you know, you can make a lot of power in these things. So for the tuner, for the guy who wants the most power without spending the most amount of dollars, these are a good option. Now on the used market, these things will range from about $30,000 to about 40 grand, depending on casing addition for an FG XR6 Turbo, a decent one. And look, this particular one, it's only got 139,000 Ks on it. That's really quite low for one of these cars. And man, when you're talking the money, you know, that's been spent on this thing under the bonnet, it's gonna add up pretty quick. And this thing, again, like we've been saying in this video, it's got plenty of power, and I am actually really quite curious on how fast this thing's gonna do 0 to 100, because you gotta remember with these cars, these are a top-end car. So, you know, on the freeway is really where these things come into their own. You know, from a standstill, from a dig, it can be a bit more challenging because they do suffer from turbo lag. Now, 0 to 100, guys, we are just pulling up onto this back road, and we are going to reset the draggy. So we have reset it, and traction control is off. Yeah, it is hard to get the power down, boys. And, whoo, man, what an absolute beast this thing is. Wow. just a jet taking off. It really is. And especially with traction controls off, you really got to be careful at the top end because it just starts roasting them. So let's see what the time was. All right, guys, look, 0 to 100. Again, we were downhill by about 3 degrees. I know that's quite a bit. Guys, it's been a real challenge today to just find empty roads, be able to stop on them, be able to do a launch. It's been tricky, but I'm going to accept it. They were both between like -1 degrees of each other. So 5.6 seconds. And I think that's pretty consistent of what this thing's going to do, because I do believe that 0 to 100, the SS V8 is going to generally win because it just has that torque. It's able to put the power down just that instantly. It's quicker. This thing, it's got to build boost. You got to shift it at the right time. It just starts getting a bit squirrely at the top. If you were doing 100K rolls, then this is going to just absolutely dominate. It's going to. But I think that's pretty consistent. I'm pretty happy with 5.6. 5.2 for the SS. That's pretty good. So I'm going to finish the video off here today, guys. Look, a huge thank you to NextRide. Huge thank you to Clip Mods. Once again, links are in the description. Yeah, personally, guys, I'm going with the turbo just because of the boost. That's me. But to really be winning this thing, you got to have one of each. So, look, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you learned something, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. We'll see you guys on that next video.